transparency and authenticity is kind of important to me. Excuse me. Pig. I did a video earlier today talking about how I had a little bit of a mental breakdown. I had a little bit of a thing there. And the last time I had one of those, I ended up down picking up 7-0 again. And same thing happened this time. I didn't include it in the story about how I had my little fucking breakdown because I thought, oh, I'm just going just now. It helped me get through this area. I'm not going to do it again. And today was the first day I didn't have any. I bought the day I freaked out. I just went and bought 2, and Nia stopped and bought me a pack for the night to help me. That's what got me to calm down. Because I mentioned, I just chilled out, doing home and chilled out. No, I fucking zonked myself on those fucking pills. And if you take enough of them, you take like 3 of them in a row, it's like being like on heroin or something. Like you're just like, everything's like floaty and you're like, I needed it for that. And, I was freaking out about it. And you're like, well, you get 6 She goes, hey, just, it's just for now. It's getting you through this. Now, back in the day when I had these kind of problems, I was prescribed all kinds of medications. So I would have I always had 2 benzos going at once. They would cycle through Valium, Klonopin, and Z-bars. And what would happen is I'd be on one for about, a year and a half. I'd switch me to the other one, switch you to another one. So while I was on that, I also had Ativan for these kind of breakthrough anxiety and for that kind of meltdowns. Now I had the Ativan was like written for real bad times, and the other benzos I had just for bad times, if these kind of things happen. So I gave up all that stuff. I when I moved to Hawaii, about a couple years in of living here, I had a doctor who I still have, Kuzmeyer, although I just say his name, no, whatever. Nice guy, a lot of people go to him. He's a well-renowned, kind of a celebrity around here. But he's been my doctor, and he was like, you'd be better off without this stuff because ultimately, benzos can lead to dementia. And my mom had dementia. We moved to Hawaii to deal with Nia's grandmother who had dementia. So dementia was all around. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want either. So I said it might be good to cut these out. And I did. And so I didn't really have any sort of backup meltdown medication, but I wasn't having meltdowns. I was pretty cool here. I think the change in the environment affected me, like not having the same, triggers, that you would have, helped me. Change of scenery definitely made a big difference. And but now here, when I do have them, I don't know how I was coping with it before, but I'd kind of talk myself down, or Nia would help me, lock me in the house. I did try to tank a house once though, but that was a whole different story. Hurt my knee really bad too. But I don't have these problems anymore. Anyway, so the first time I got up 7-0, I was like, couldn't believe how much better life had gotten. I was like, wow, this is so much better, blah, blah, blah. And then I had a meltdown one night, and I needed to calm myself down to get out of it. And I went down there, picked up some, and that got me back on it. And then I was back on it for a while. This time, very much the same thing. I was like freaking out. I said, I gotta get a couple, got a couple, calmed me down, everything was fine. Nia bought me a pack for later. And then today I ran out, and it was supposed to be it. I was gonna, that was it. So I'm sitting in the bathroom, and I'm like, I sit in the bathroom a lot. because it's like there's nowhere to sit in my house. There is, but I don't know. The bathroom's like an enclosed space, and just I don't know. It's a good place to think. So I'm in there, and like my body's starting to hurt, getting all these aches and pains in my knees, like getting up and getting down. What the fuck is all this? It's the fucking pills, you know, because the pills make you, they bliss you out, and then when they wear off, everything feels like shit. So I'm talking to Nia, I'm like, oh, I got that. She goes, well, you have money if you want to go to, I'm like, no, I'm not, that's it, I'm not doing it anymore. And that was it. That was 2 days, I was on them, or that night, and then the next day. That's it. No. It's like, all right, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, sitting there. I texted her a little while ago, I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking getting pills. And she's like, okay. And she's at work. Like, I'll be out soon. Text her again. Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, I'm cleaning up at work here. I'll be home soon. And, you know, like an idiot. But she asked me, she's like, can you pick up some, well, it doesn't matter what she asked me. Like, I'm not trying to shift the blame to her. I had to go down there anyway. I had to go down. I had to pick up some, I got some incense, and I got some powder kratom that we needed. We're really low on white. And until she goes to see our regular pickup people, getting a small bag just on the interim. And, yeah, that's all it took. And my weak-willed asshole I am, I got some, and I immediately popped 2, and I feel 100% better. Is this my 3rd round with the shit? I hope not. I mean, you know, I thought I was done with it again, twice. I thought I was really done with it, though. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, how could you do it again? Again? Yeah. I can't, because things improved so much. Like this last time when I got off it, everything just, it felt like I came back. You know, like a lot of stuff came back that wasn't, you know, that I lost for a while. We just all came back. It was awesome. You know, it was great. And there was no craving for them at all. It's not like any other drug. It's a fucking spell. It's magic, you know. With other drugs, right? When you're quitting other drugs, when you're coming off other drugs, during the withdrawal, even after, you're kind of like, man, it'd be great to have that right now, but I gotta be strong. It wasn't that way with 7-0. With 7-0, it's just, what? Oh yeah, I don't do those anymore. Like after a couple of days, you forget how they feel. But then, like, you know, it's kind of weird because I don't have these fucking meltdowns that often. You know, I mean, to have 2 so close together, it's really rare. Especially here in Hawaii, when I haven't had many at all. So I'm starting to think, is it a psychological thing? Well, because the meltdowns are pretty real. You know, I act outside how I normally would. It's not like a DID thing. My DID is different. That's like all the time. That's not as fun as the girls on TikTok make you think it is. Hello, today I'm Bailey Fierce, and Bailey Fierce doesn't like chocolate chip cookies, but you know, it's nothing like that. It's embarrassing. I've done videos on it. It's a fucking nightmare, kind of, but I'm used to dealing with it. But it destroys relationships with people. Not to get off on the DID thing here. I was diagnosed in 2012, which I think was really what I suffer from the most. I got my schizophrenia diagnosed in 2008. And that was based mainly off family history, because I have it on both sides. So when I started exhibiting symptoms of it, actually, fucking that ship had sailed a long time ago. I was acting like that when I was 13. But I created these coping mechanisms to appear normal, you know. But there were still things I couldn't avoid. Like when I went to school, I just wouldn't speak to anybody. I'd go and hide because I knew, you know, I couldn't be normal all the time. So I would have these little crutches that I would do to get me through, the weird thoughts and how I'd look at things. And then when I got older, got into music, drugs and alcohol became the medication. And for like fucking 15 years, or however long I was out there fucking rocking the stage, I'd forgotten all my little tools that I would use to bypass all the weirdness, So what happened was, when I had to clean up and quit drugs and drinking, because I was like, my doctors were telling me, yeah, you're gonna die. Unless you fucking do something, you're gonna die. So I'm like, all right. So I just dropped everything. That's a whole fucking story unto itself. Still a lot of fucking stories here. You think I'd told them all in fucking 3.5 years, but I guess not. So, well, personal ones I don't. I usually don't get into personal shit because it's not interesting to me. But anyway, I'll make it into small personal shit. So, I had to quit all my drinking and drugs and shit like that. And when I did, all the mental health shit came roaring back, and I didn't know how to deal with it. Because I'd long ago forgotten my little tricks about how to fucking stick and move, And, I just had something going on in my head. I'll tell you later. But, so that's when I had to go into the fucking mental hospital. For the first time. Which is good. There's a whole lot of stuff that was interesting about first going in. And, one of the first things I noticed right away is we were all on the same page with everything. And only years later can I see it for what it was. It was a group of people that had discovered or had begun to see or had been seeing the invisible scaffolding that is around everything that helps to make this place and build this place. We were all seeing it. And because we were all seeing it, we were called crazy. Hey, how you doing, man? Not bad. Hang on a second. Just want to say hi to my neighbor. Yeah, it's going in there I've done fucking videos. I have a whole mental health playlist there in my fucking under my videos, which detail some of my stay in the different places and the different problems, mental health problems. I got a whole list of them. I get a fucking list, dude. It's unbelievable. Because, they don't know what they're doing a lot of times. It's not an exact science. It's not a science at all. It's a lot of guesswork. And the only way you can determine what's going on with the patient is through observation, right? And patient feedback. That's all they have. They can't hook you up to a machine to see how you're doing with your fucking DID. That's just not how it works. So you kind of have to just look at the patient, get the feedback. So get feedback from the patient is more than just what you're saying to them. They also give you these. They give you these like forms you have to fill out occasionally. They do IQ tests, and they also do these forms, these wellness kind of forms. They have to fill out yourself, which always end with the question: do you believe you have superpowers? It's always one of the last questions. Either the dead last or the penultimate question is always, do you think you have superpowers? I used to not know what the fuck they meant by that or why they were asking that. Now I understand. I know exactly why they're asking that, So I'm back on the chain gang. I don't know. I'm going to go day by day again. I don't feel good about it. The horrible, crushing guilt, right, that I'm feeling right now is fucking disgusting. And where are they? Oh, here's what I really needed. Where's the other one? Here's what I also got. Yeah. And then and here's what I fucking broke down over. Oh, I guess it's in the other pocket. I can't reach it with this hand. Oh well, you know what they look like. We can make this fucking happen. It's not like, come on. for fucking aesthetic, whatever purposes. Here we go. Here we go. Not what I expected to have back. You know, last time I came off it, I used a lot of magic. Whether it helped or not, I don't know. But I guess I can do the same thing again. Hey, how you doing, man? Have a good night, man. That guy's cool. I do have some cool neighbors, you know. You can probably tell when you see the ones that talk to you why they're the cool neighbors. You know, and the ones I avoid, you know, the different story. You just, yeah, I mean, it's just how it is. People are more comfortable with people that are like them. You know, I mean, people, you know, Latinos associate with Latinos, blacks associate with blacks, everybody associates with everybody. And when you're white, though, you start associating with too many other white people, you know, where you start an organization there. I fucking wish. The way things are going, too. I think that's inevitable. I don't think people have seen real racism yet. Unfortunately, I think they're going to. And on that ominous note, thanks for dropping in. Oh, thanks for dropping in. Till next time, don't blame the teacher, blame the school.